Just to give a just a heads up, I'm actually wearing my pajamas. So sorry about the tilt. Yeah, I can tell this is in an opposite direction. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do three more videos for tonight and just call it a night. Uh, so yeah, um, God, Turner and Hooch. Um, that to me is oh God, I feel like I gotta press hard the damn thing. I always gotta keep it on mute. Should have clicked on it before, but hey, I'm stupid. But anyways, Turner and Hooch, of course, is viewed by many, myself included, as a classic. Which I realized this about the movie. Hold on, Turner and Hooch movie. Like look at this. 6.2 on IMDb, 52% Rotten Tomatoes. But look at this here. Look at how Metacritic treated this movie. And I rarely trust Metacritic nowadays, but it really depends. For me, not every website is reliable. But for me, Turner and Hooch is definitely a classic. Let's see. See, it's still silly. My God, even everyone hates. Yeah, thank God that I do not agree with everyone. But yeah, Turner and Hooch obviously is viewed as a classic by many. That was back when Tom Hanks was just starting. That was like way earlier in his career. So if I click here, Tom Hanks. God bless the guy. I freaking love Tom Hanks. List of Tom Hanks performances. I'm actually trying to talk low here. Let me see if I can close the door a little. I have the force. Um. All right. So if I look at film here, yeah. So Splash and Bachelor Party, and yeah, The Money Pit, Dragnet, Big, which I think was his first Oscar nomination. Look, I think this was his first. Hold on. Hope I can hear myself. Hello? I mean, I'm wearing headphones here, so I don't know if the audio is gonna play well. Maybe I could just wear them just for decoration. When did Tom see? When did Tom Hanks receive his? What movie did Tom Hanks get his first Oscar nomination? I knew it. It was Big. Big was like, that was very big. His first big Oscar, the first movie that got him an Oscar nomination, and he later won. Um, if I think there's accolades here. No, yeah. If I click up here, awards and nominations received by Tom Cruise. Um, so yeah, I'm going back up, and then yeah, Turner and Hooch and The Burbs. Then Joe versus the Volcano, Bonfire of the Vanities. Not a great movie, but it looks good. It's not really my favorite Brian De Palma film. See, Radio Flyer, League of Their Own. God, he's done so many great like that thing you do. That's a really underrated film. It's really great. I recommend you check it out immediately. Forrest Gump and Philadelphia is where he win both of his Oscars respectively. His first and second Oscars respectively. Awards and nomination. Academy Award. Um, yeah, Big was his first, and then he also got nominated for Saving Private Ryan and Castaway, and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I freaking loved A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Tom Hanks was like the best choice to play Mr. Rogers. Uh, the Terminal, a very underrated film. I love that film. Yeah, Mark Felt, The Man Who Brought Down the White House, and not everyone checked out News of the World. I thought that movie was great. But anyways, Turner and Hooch is obviously seen by a classic for many who grew up with it. That was at the time when Disney was just starting up with Touchstone, and it said that Disney kind of abandoned it altogether. But hey, I will say though the ending was very sad for Turner and Hooch. That ending really, I thought about it myself. Turner and Hooch is like the ultimate dad who doesn't want a dog movie because you always hear that. I've seen that meme and it's practically real life as well. The dad, I don't want a damn dog. 3 days later, dad and the dog, and they're just petting each other, and they had such good chemistry. Tom Hanks and the dog who played Hooch, and that ending got to me. I was like sad, but it still ended happy on at least some happy note. I won't give it away, but the ending, man, was very sad. Or I mean, it's been seen by every kid. I know that they actually had shot two alternate endings, and the one that ends up in the movie is the one that the filmmakers originally planned for. But anyway, we got a Turner and Hooch series for Disney Plus. This is the special look. I'm sure as hell excited. I mean, I'll look up the series later on. I think Mick G is involved. I do know Josh Peck is in this, so we got Josh here. It even looks like him.
Hooch, what are you doing?
Josh Peck!
Why don't you give everyone a behind-the-scenes look at Turner and Hooch? Come on.
The live Hooch
Go
cam.
for it.
This should be the entire show.
Hey, buddy. Now just don't cause any trouble, okay?
Hooch, wanna run lines?
Hey, buddy, where you been? We're ready for our scene now.
Wait, what? I saw something later.
We're ready for our scene now.
I'll look up
What are you doing?
who that. Oh, Lindsay Fonseca. Lindsay Fonseca. Oh.
Those are good, right?
Original series streaming July 16th on Disney Plus. Alright, well, yeah, I'm already excited enough. I mean, I'm a huge dog lover, so I think this will speak mostly to me. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna look it up. See, Turner Hooch. Yeah, Turner and Hooch, Disney Plus. Um, okay, here it is. Yeah, so July 16th, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. Buddy cop action comedy series based on and a continue. So it's sort of a continuation. So it's sort of like that rebootquel. And all right, let's see. Uh, yeah, I knew it. Mick G is an executive producer on this, which I will say Mick G. He's. I will say there's. I've only really enjoyed four films he directed. Um, So if I look at yeah, this guy, the guy who gave us the Charlie's Angels movies, that McG. But he's also got a lot of work to see. Charlie's Angels, from what he directed here, the first Charlie's Angels movie, I liked it. Full Throttle, We Are Marshall, his best film. Terminator Salvation, sort of love and hate, but I enjoy it. This Means War, not good. 3 Days to Kill, not good. The Babysitter, actually pretty good. Remember the World, not good. Babysitter Killer Queen, I still have yet to see it. Apparently, it's his first film he wrote. Uh, but he's also worked on television. Let's see, he directed the pilot episode for Chuck, and he did a few episodes of A Lethal Weapon. That's a pretty cool series. And executive producer only. The OC, The Mountain, Supernatural. Uh, oh, so he's a consultant on Supernatural as well. Um, and Nikita. So I do know that McG is working. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember when he was at one point involved with the. Hold on, let's see. I do know this. Let's see. True Lies. McG. What's interesting is that McG's full name is actually Joseph McGinty Nickel. Oh, so it went from Disney to CBS, which okay. Yeah, so you all right. So um U.S. Marshal Scott Turner inherits an unruly yeah, discovers that as okay, so I've been reading this. Uh so Josh Peck is playing Scott Turner Jr., so that would mean that let me remember some of the cast members from the original film. Aside from, I do know Tom Hanks is in it. I do know Reginald Vell Johnson and Craig T. Nelson. All right, see Tom Hanks, uh, Mayor Winningham, Dr. Emily Carson, Craig T. Nelson, Reginald Vell Johnson. Okay, so I'm looking at this here. Um, yeah, Lindsay Fonseca. So apparently, the Scott Turner who was played by Tom Hanks. I hope there's at least a cameo um, from at least Tom Hanks. That would be pretty fun to see. So Lindsay Fonseca, I do remember she was in. She played Ted's daughter on How I Met Your Mother, but that was like already pre-recorded as the series went on. And she was also in Kick-Ass, the first one, the first good one, not the crappy second one. Thank God. A lot of these cast members I see recurring. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Yes. They're bringing back Reginald Vell Johnson. That's awesome. I love Reginald Vell Johnson. He's such a national treasure. Mm, I do hope that I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking here, Olivia. So it's sort of a reboot and a sequel. So that's what I was confused because if you've seen the ending of the first movie, we know what happens. So, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the movie, why'd you click on this? Gonna give a full spoiler alert. So, at the end of the movie, Hooch, gets shot by one of the bad guys, and well, one of the bad guys is actually trying to kill Turner. Hooch sacrifices himself, and essentially Turner tries to take him over to Erica, the vet, and he's like saying, he's gonna be okay, he's gonna be okay, and ultimately Hooch dies of blood loss. However, the ending of the film is months later, and Turner is now married to the vet, Erica, and so we see something is like, okay, it's messed up. It's not necessarily a child, and we see that Hooch has an offspring. So at least that's one happy ending. I get sad when I see that ending. Uh, okay, so apparently Mick G is also directing the pilot episode. So okay, filming for the series was scheduled to begin and will take. Yeah, later began on September 22nd, concluded just this April. Okay, touched on television. They did actually try doing one, but they actually filmed a pilot here with Tom Wilson, Biff from Back to the Future, but nothing ever came to fruition. And Released its 12 episodes weekly until October 1st. Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. I mean, they're bringing back Reginald Vell Johnson, and yeah, filmography, film, of course. See, the cop from Ghostbusters, Crocodile Dundee, Die Hard, Turner and Hooch. Yeah, Dave Sutton, Detective Dave Sutton, cameo in Die Hard 2. Yeah, so he hasn't been in much. I do know that he recently voiced if I remember correctly, the principal in Invincible, Principal Winslow in Invincible. It's like, yes, that's just awesome. That's even better. Uh, I'm glad that we're getting Reginald Vel Johnson in the series. This looks really great. I actually want to read the comments now. I gotta have to test the video and see if it works with headphones. If you're gonna make it, you better have Tom Hanks. Yeah, if there's no cameo from Tom Hanks, at least in the pilot, Miranda Cosgrove got iCarly next month, and Josh Peck got in this July. Cool scene. Drake and Josh stars back on TV. It is. It's great. I do know about that iCarly reboot, but from what I think, I don't really. I'll talk about that one later. I really would have preferred a trailer, but this did get me. Hey, so deficient of Tom Hanks sailing. I remember hearing there's like also it's funny the behind the scenes Turner and Hooch. The original director was actually Henry Winkler. Let's see. Let's see. Toy Story Turner and Hooch. I remember hearing that a few guys. Uh, and apparently Henry Winkler had a falling out with Tom Hanks, and yeah, and yeah, and so they later replaced him with this guy right here, Roger. Yeah, right here, Roger Spottiswoode, whose films include let's see, uh, hold on, I think it's better if I just visit. It's better to go on Wikipedia because some of his they're listing some of his not so good films here. Some of his Roger Spottiswoode filmography. Uh, oh, I clicked on the wrong one. The director of Tomorrow Never Dies, which is a very underrated movie. I also remember hearing for like Pixar when they were doing Toy Story, they did this right here.
Oh, no, 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 you're eating the car! Don't eat the car! Not the car! No, you stupid dog!
And essentially, that test there was what essentially convinced Tom Hanks to do, you know, Toy Story. I mean, hey, and the irony is both films are owned by Disney. They showed Hanks this in Woody's test was based on Turner. And it was like, not the car, you stupid dog. Oh man. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here. This was our special look at Turner and Hooch. Hopefully by next month we'll get a trailer for it. And yeah, looking at the battery life here, it's gonna flash in a second. Got my trusty cable here. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'll leave a link to the original video. I'll also leave a link down to the Toy Story video because I'm that generous. I let you guys see the scene from Chef. So yeah, and I'll also leave a link to my Instagram page. So let me know what y'all think. Are you a fan of the original Turner and Hooch movie? Are you excited to see this? I know I am. I mean, they got Josh in this, so I'm excited. Such a huge. I am actually a huge Drake and Josh fan. In fact, I have the only two DVD releases Nickelodeon had. Actually, one of them's in the living room because I actually watched Drake and Josh Go Hollywood just this morning for the hell of it. Have some fun, revisit nostalgia, that type of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I guess till next time, stay safe and make sure your French Mastiff doesn't eat the car. And I will at least say for Turner and Hooch, for the ending, make sure you have like at least 2 boxes of Kleenex. Duas, 2. Oh god. My mom's talking at the dogs. My videos keep ending way earlier than I anticipate them. So I'm just testing this out.